Welcome back to social science classes. Naveen here. In the previous classes, we could have discussed what is the meaning of the federalism, what is the difference between what are the changes has done in the Sri Lanka and the Belgium and all those things. See, earlier also we have studied how small countries like Belgium and Sri Lanka face many problems, right? It's like managing diversities. What about the vast country like India? Which has so many languages, religions, and regions. What are the power sharing arrangements in our country? Let's begin with the constitution. India had emerged as an independent nation after the painful and a bloody partition also soon after independence. We know the after the independence what we are having, we had a two division. One as after we got independence, but India and Pakistan has been divided also, although it did not work as a world federation. The Indian Union based on the principle of federalism. So here we can say it is the federation, we can't say, and it is a based on the we can tell as a federalism. So already I said, I was saying in the last class for you, there are seven principles of the futures of the federalism. Like there are two or more levels of government, different types of governments as there. That is a judicial is separate. Judicial is respective of level of tiers. Fundamental provisions of the constitutions can't be unilaterally. Courts have the power to interrupt the constitution. Sources of revenue. The federal system has a dual objectives and all those things we said. So the constitution originally provide a two-tier system of government, that is a union government, or what we can call as it is a central government responding to the union government of India, the state government, that is a later. The third tier of federalism was added, that is a we can call it as name as a panchayat raj or panchayats or the municipality and municipality. See, we said we are the central government is the state government. One more tier has been added now, that is a panchayat or panchayat raj system, that is in the 1983 to 1986 it was okay. And municipality as in federation, these different tribes of enjoy the separate jurisdiction. The jurisdiction is always it is a separate. The constitution clearly provide threefold distribution of legislative powers between the union government and state government, that it's contained the lists. It is contained in the lists like union list, state list, and concurrent list. What is a union list? Union list subject national importance for the, it is a making the major importance it has given for the nation. It is such as defense of the country, foreign affairs, banking, communication, and currency. They are including the this list because we need a uniform policy, right? That's the reason. On these matters, government alone can make all laws relating to subject mentioned in union list. So what is the next union list? You are seeing it now. Next one is a state list. It contains a state and local importance such as we can call as a police force, trade, commerce, agriculture, and irrigation. The state alone can make laws relating to subject mentioned in state list. See, union list, it will be majorly whole over the country what we are doing, that we can take here, that is defense force, currency, banking system, all those things. But the state list, it will be for the state, it is will be calling as a police, trade, commerce, agriculture, irrigation, and all. That is the state can make of its law for state and its local government. And next we are going to deal with here the concurrent list. What is a concurrent list? Any idea? See, some of the subjects which should not be belonging to anywhere, like it's not belonging to union government or it is not belonging to state government. So for examples I will going to give you. Okay, the subject common interest to both unions, sorry, concurrent includes subject common interest both the union government as well as state governments, such as we can say as includes a subject of common interest to both the union government as well as the state government, such as for example education, forest, trade unions, marriage, adoption, and succession. Both union as well as the state government can make laws. So concurrent, I was totally, when first I said wrong, it is not belonging, it is not, it will be belonging to both union and state government. Okay, so such as we can call by the name of the union government, such as state government, education, forest, trade unions, marriage, adaptation, successions. This will be related to both the two, right? Both the union as well as the state government can make laws or subjects mentioned in their list in their laws of conflict with each other and the law made for the union government. This is okay. See, what would the subject do not fall in the of the three list also? It is not belonging to union, state, or concurrent list. Okay. So, for example, software, where it is, software was not there in any list, right? Before we got when we have written the when the constitution has came into force, on that time the software industries was not there. So, according to our constitution, the union government has the power to legislate on these judiciary objectives subjects. Okay, we have noted that most federation of the farm are holding together, do not give equal to constituent units. Thus, all states in the India Union don't have identical powers. So we are holding together, not coming together. Okay, we are having the little bit difference from the one to one. The states also the provisions. For example, special status we are calling for that. Jammu Kashmir has own constitution. Many provisions of the Indian constitution are not applicable to these states. Okay, without approval of the state assembly also. Indians who have not permanent resident of this state can't buy a land or house here. Similar special provision exists from some other state of India as well as. There are some units of the India Union which enjoy a little power. These are areas which are too small to become an independent state, but which are could not be merged with any existing states. These areas like Chandigarh, Lakshadweep, or the capital city of Delhi. These all are called, we are calling by the name of union territories. These territories do not have power of a state. The central government has a special power in running these states, these areas we can call. This is sharing of powers we can call between the union government and the state government in basis of the structure of the constitution. It is not easy to make a changes to this power sharing arrangement. The parliament cannot on its own changes this arrangement. Any changes it has be first passed by both houses parliament with the least two-thirds of majority is needed. Then it has been ratified by the legislator at a list of. The judiciary plays an important role in the overseeing the implementation of the constitutional provisions and procedures in case of dispute, any dispute about the division of powers. The high courts and the supreme courts make a decision. The union and state government have the power to raise resources by laying taxes in order to carry in the government, that is and the responsibility assigned each of them. See here, so we can, what are the changes we need to do? We can't do as this one, the two-third of the majority we need to change what are the changes we required in the constitution or the passing of the bills. And the judiciary plays an important role overseeing the implementation of the constitutional provisions. that the procedures also. In case of any dispute, the division of powers, the high courts and supreme court make a decision. Union and state governments have power to raise resources by laying taxes in order to, that is a carry on the government and the responsibility assigned to each other them. Next class is what how we are practice federalism in India. We can see in the next classes. Thank you for watching video. Have a nice day. Go ahead.
ಎಷ್ಟು ಜನ ಬಂದಿದೆ ಇವತ್ತು